What's up, YouTube? We're back with another Soul Lane play-by-play in the A to Z series. Today, we're going to be playing some Baron, who actually got some buffs today. So I'm pretty excited to play him. I actually think I'm going to go Sunder. Yeah, I'm going to go Sunder. Screw it. I've been going Sunder basically on every god right now. Because I think it's really strong. They nerfed Blink. I mean, Blink is pretty much unviable in my opinion. They just added Vamp in the game, so maybe I'll get a Vamp. Sure, let's go for it. I actually don't think it's that viable, but since it's new, I'll build it. I believe we're against a Geb. Okay. I might rush Prophetic, but maybe I'll go that second. I need to get some damage first so that I can actually clear the wave. We'll probably just go Lifebinder, actually. Yeah, I like that idea. We'll go Lifebinder. I'll go tier 1. Baron 3 plus that. Swap these up. Tucson to start my blue with me, so that's nice. Dude, my auto walk isn't working for some reason on this patch. Kind of sucks, but no problem. Yeah, we're going to be playing some Baron. I've already tried to go for this gameplay a couple times. A lot of my play-by-plays lately, it's just been matchmaking's giving me a rough time. So hopefully we can get a good game today for you guys. This is a ranked game, and I am live on stream, but we're going to try and get a nice game. We're up against a Geb, which is not a typical matchup, and it's actually not that bad of a matchup for Geb because he's going to have his rollout to get away from my combo and such, but I'm going to go ahead and Sunder this. Even when my jungler starts with me, I like to Sunder this buff because it'll help us get the lane a little bit faster. And maybe we can get this 6th minion. Probably not. We basically never get it. We got the 5th minion at least. Their crew is actually pretty good as well. He went Vamp as well. And Sunder, so. Full cleared. That's Geb 1 for you. He has 1,000,000 potions. My goodness. So yeah, they buffed Baron today. By quite a bit, actually. They buffed his heal. They buffed his cooldown on his 1. And they buffed his suck potential with his ult. I'm going to try and block this. Oh, I wasn't able to. That's fine. It made his clear a little bit worse, honestly. Because he didn't get to go through the whole wave. He's still going to full clear, but I'm basically... My 1's coming back up here, so I'm going to group up the wave by hitting him. And we're clearing. He's going to go to my backs. Not much I can do. He's just Geb. So I'm just going to let him do it. I'm not going to do both because the wave is coming and I want to eat it at the tower line, basically. So we'll get that cleared. And we'll start autoing this down. Pretty easy to clear the wave as Baron. You kind of just auto the minions back so they get grouped up, and then you 2-1 it. And your 1 is up. We're going to be going a Bruiser build today. Trying to see if... we actually might have some kill potential here. That is his rollout. We're going to Baron's Brew and pop it on him. Just auto him down. He's tanking the whole wave. Maybe if I had Axe, that was a kill, but since I have Vamp Shroud, it's not. All good, though. He has Aspect Geb as well, which I think is very, very bad. I don't think you should ever play Aspect Geb. You should just always play him regular Geb. Aspect is horrible. He probably did both my backs there because it took him so long. So something you can do in Smite 2 is you can actually use your... Let me turn off voice chat for now. So I can do this play-by-play. I didn't get to show you there, but in Smite 2, your 3 actually does damage to minions, so that's something to keep in mind. And I'll try and break down Baron for you guys. His base kit, what are some of the changes they made in Smite 2? Yada, 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 as we go through this game. I'm just going to keep looking at the map. The minions are coming, so we'll go ahead and clear that and then go do something else. Maybe that side gold camp. He's already back to full HP, by the way. He didn't even reset all those potions. Plus Vamp Shroud. So yeah, Baron 1 is a pretty interesting ability. It's pretty cool. It's a bit of a line ability, but depending on where you aim it, forward and backwards and forward, the crossover will change. So you guys see that little crossover? If you aim right on top of yourself, it'll be a close crossover. If you aim far away, it'll be a farther crossover. So it's potential... The crossover damage is the most, so the epicenter of it, basically, the intersection is going to be the most damage, but you can technically hit somebody over there and hit somebody over there if you put the crossover in the right spot. It's a pretty hard thing to do. It seems like a complicated ability, but it's really not that complicated because you kind of just use it in your combo to hit the person that's CC'd in front of you. So it's really not that crazy. And then, oh, okay, you probably got my backs. Okay, they're coming back up. My blue's coming up as well, so. But if the Nem and Geb want to go for it, then they can. I'm not going to contest. I'll just do these. It's not that big of a deal to lose your blue. Your 2 is just his circle ability. And if you hit the enemies with it, enemy god, you will. I'm just going to clear this, then go to the wave. I don't want to miss out on minions. They kill each other too fast. They might be going for that. Are they on it? No, he can just do it. No problem. If he wants to do it, you can. But if you hit an enemy god with it, it'll actually give you and your teammates nearby a heal and give you slow immunity and movement speed. It's a very strong ability, and they also just buffed it this patch. Baron 3 is just another line ability, and if you hit an enemy god with it, it will root them, and it will also AoE root or AoE mez them if you have enough Hysteria on them, which is your passive. And Baron passive is basically if you hit enemies with your abilities, and I believe your autos as well, you stack up Hysteria on them and give you a little bit of extra benefits to your abilities. Such as your 1 applies like an attack speed debuff. Is he going to roll out? Okay, I wasn't able to... He's basically able to instantly immune the root there, so... And then if you have a stereo on them, then your ult pulls faster, and your ult, of course, gives you a CC immunity, and basically you just suck people towards you. And the first god that you suck all the way on top of you will stun them on top of you and do a bunch of damage. So Baron's a really cool character. He's been one of my favorites. I played him a lot over the years, played him in SPL. He's had some potential in solo lane for sure. There's been some metas where he's actually pretty good there. He's very good against characters. The last time I went for this gameplay, I was up against Zeus, and I explained why he's really good against him. But in general, he's good against characters. I'm going to go ahead and send this. I need to get my reset off. He's good against characters that don't have an immediate way to get out of his combo. And the reason for that is, one, I mean, you can just full combo him and you one-shot him. You root them, auto 2, auto 1, auto, and it does a bunch of damage. But even more importantly, if they go beads and they beads that combo, then you can have your ult to suck them back. So basically, you just have so much potential, threat potential on them that they have to choose to use their escape or their beads or whatever it may be on one of your abilities. And if they do it on one of those abilities, then you can use the other one to kind of chase them down. So Geb, not the greatest matchup because he can get away pretty easily with his rollout, and he can also shield the root to cleanse him. So I'm not going to be guaranteeing my combo on him all that often. In fact, their entire team comp, they don't really have any immobile characters, so I'm not going to punish them that hard. That's all right. We can maybe force their dashes and then chase them out with our team or anything like that. We'll just let him clear. Actually, I mean, he may have not leveled his shield, so you want to max your Baron 2 first. I see some people max the 1. I think that's completely wrong. I don't think you should do that. You should always max the 2 first. It gives you a lot more benefit. A lot more numbers are being increased when you do that. Go do the backs. Oh, he did them. He's actually proxying. It's not that easy to proxy anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and prevent him from doing that. But he did get a lot of damage on the wave. He actually went Chronos Pendant first, so we do have a lot of damage potential on him. See if I can hit with the 2 here. I was able to. I hit him with the Life Binder as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull him. Maybe I can pull him in a tower here. If you go like this, you can kind of keep him CC chained, and he's dead. That's one of the cool plays that you can make is... oh, by the way, I'm maxing my 1. Wait, are my buttons messed up? I say you should max your 2, but I've been maxing my 1. I think my buttons might be messed up. That might be part of the reason my auto walk isn't working. Wait. Level up ability 1. Wait, okay, something's got to be wrong. Let me see here. I need to hit... I'm going to level up here and see what I click. Okay, that worked. Okay, maybe my fingers changed? I don't know what just happened. I'm going to go ahead and center this again. But anyway, you should max your 2. I've been maxing my 1. It's not that big of a deal that I didn't do that. But in general, I do think you should max the 2 because it gives up... Everything goes up. The heal goes up. Does the cooldown go down? Okay, they made it so it's just a flat cooldown. I forgot they did that, but you should still max it because it's still going to be your best ability. And if you hit that, Baron 2 is like Thana 1 in the sense that like in a team fight or in a little skirmish, if you hit that ability, you probably win it. If you miss that ability, you probably lose it. So it's a very good ability. Pretty funny that was happening. I don't know how that. I don't think I've ever done that in the history of my life. Of misleveled ability. Like my fingers don't do that. I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. Team is fighting a lot. They're going crazy mode. But yeah, same old, just keep farming, clearing every wave every 30 seconds. We need to be in the middle of the lane so that we can get these waves, especially now because the waves kill each other so fast. So we'll do that. Some people always ask me, why don't you go grab those orbs? Honestly, it's because, one, it's usually because I have something else to do. And like right now I have these back camps to do. And I mean, they're fine. They're worth grabbing, but sometimes I just CBA. In general, you probably should go grab them. That's his rollout. I'm going to try and go on him here. Life Binder. Look at this health trade we're about to see. He missed click there. He should have shielded the cleanse. Or cleansed the root, that is. Try and stop his back. Oh, I wasn't able to. That's too bad. Got my Barons? What do I do? Nice. Now the orbs are gone, but I mean, there are some scenarios where I probably should grab them, but like right there, I don't know, running up to grab those when I can just go do the backs, which give me XP. XP is like so much more important early game than gold. As the game goes on, gold becomes a lot more important, of course, because like, of course, there's a max amount of XP you can get where there isn't a max amount of gold, but there are some scenarios where it's probably just better to go farm. Maybe for tower lining them anyway, you can grab it. That's one thing they changed in Smite 2 is that you can actually 3 minions, like I just did there. It does a little bit of damage. My fast is up, so we'll go ahead and back get our prophetic. We want to start stacking that ASAP. I'm going to go like a full tank healing build as well, and just trying to see how unkillable I am. I should do enough damage with some Sunder procs, some Baron's Bruise, Lifebinder procs, base damage, all that. And then we'll have Bloodsuck Shroud late game. What was I talking about? Talking about something. Oh yeah, some of the changes they made to Baron and Smite 2 is the 3. They also made it so your 2 actually the healing scales with your cooldown rate, which is not something that happens very often. I'm gonna call missing. Try and get this totem. Geb might rotate there. He has a lot of rotation potential. As Geb, yeah, he's there. Not much I can do. I mean, I can maybe late rotate, but I just got back to lane because we had just backed. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing they added to Baron 2 and Smite 2. The cooldown rate. What else did they do? I don't know what else they did for him. TBH. But he's pretty simple to play, honestly. I'll try and show it here. He can always cleanse this combo, but I want to try and show you guys the full combo. That especially you want to do against some mobile characters because you can get this full thing off almost always unless they beads it. This guy's blue's up. I'm actually going to go for it. If I just Lifebinder 2 and then Sunder, this should be dead. Yep, there it is. My abilities are down, so I won't be able to show you the combo quite yet, but I'll do it here in a sec. He just used his shield as well, actually. All right, I'm going to try and hit it. So if I hit my root, I auto 2, auto 1, and he rolled out. His rollout came back up. That's crazy. But you guys kind of saw it. Just basically weave in autos and hit all of your abilities off your root, your 2-1. If you do that and weave in some autos, that's going to be the most DPS, and it'll give you a lot of poke and a lot of trade potential in your matchups. And it might end up getting you a kill over not doing the auto cancels, because auto cancels, if you do it every single time, it adds up, not just in one game, but over your lifetime, how much extra damage you'll end up doing. If I can just get a 2 off and a Lifebinder, I am going to be back to full HP. Lifebinder is still strong, for sure. I just heard a Kepri somewhere. Was he on my backs? What the hell is this? We got a bug on the loose. Can I reach him with my root? He might just be out. If he just straight lines, he's probably out. Yeah, that's too bad. My blue is up, but I have a wave. This is kind of awkward. Maybe my team can come over. Not sure. They're on this. They got gold and their Kepri's not even there. That's great, man. That's great. All right, that's too bad. I do want to try and hit this Geb stuff because he's full damage for one, but also I want to get prophetic stacks. Oh, nice. There it is. Oh, he still root him. That's interesting. He's got a lot of CDR though, so his abilities will just come back up non-stop. Kind of wanted to go on me if I hit my 2. Okay, he's just running away and farming. We got a real fun matchup here. Nice, we were able to hit that. Does it matter though? Can I not hit anything, bro? I just want to hit a Lifebinder proc. There it is. His rollout's already probably back up. Dang, I was trying to clear the wave. With the crossover. We almost got our shield with the Phoenix. Probably one more wave. I can maybe kill here. Is he gonna jump back? He was. I knew it. See if I can get him all the way to tower. No, the minion's blocking it. We still might be able to kill. He's gonna shield though. That's too bad. That was actually a pretty cool play that I made there. I knew that he keeps doing this where he'll roll out through the wave and then jump back. So I figured he was gonna do it there, and he did. And we were able to hit the 2, but sadly, the big minion actually body blocked him from getting sucked into the tower. Maybe it would have ended anyway, and it would have gotten fully in the tower to stun him. That's kind of what you want to do. You want to keep them in the tower as long as possible if you're playing at the tower line, especially in solo. But it also applies to duo if you're playing Baron support. But then if you keep them in there by sucking them, and then once you finish them off, you stun them in the tower, you'll you'll apply the most damage because they're going to get hit by the tower a bunch. Sadly, we missed some minions there. We have ourselves a close game here, though. That's exciting. First one in a while. I'm telling you guys, I've been going for play-by-plays nonstop. Probably 5 or 6 in the past few streams that, like, we've done well, but the team is just fed. Oh, dude. Keep doing that. And it's made it impossible, basically. I do want to start rotating, though. This Geb lane is not it. If I can start having an impact elsewhere, that'd be real nice. I'm going to need some magical defense ASAP, though. They have 3 magical characters. And all of those characters are pretty threatening. I mean, Geb's going full damage. Kepri does a lot of damage, in fact. Do we have 5 magical? We have 4 magical. This guy's got Shokin's Genjis. What a Kepri build. I am going to hit him a little bit just for the prophetic stacks. It's crazy that it's hard to punish this guy when he's full damage. But it's just because his rollout and everything comes up nonstop. My blue should be up soon. It was after theirs. Oh, on my way. It's hard for me to punish him, but my Susano can one-shot him. And he just rolls away. Is there anything for us to do here? We can maybe go Pyro. Or I can gank mid. Oh, nice. I'm going to keep them from going in the lamp. This is fine for us. I'm going to try and pull this Merlin. If he flickers, yeah, I can still get him. That's why I wanted to go up there. Try and get in range where I could pull him after it. We can definitely dive these guys. Maybe not with them here. I hit my 2, though. That's what I was talking about earlier. We'll Sunder that guy. Go ahead and finish him off. Nice. That's his beads. I should have waited for his beads. It's too bad. He was able to get out. I could have Lifebinder one dim and maybe would have killed. That was still really good for us. Serendipitous, if you will. Susano ganking. We aren't able to kill the Gab, but I just walk over because we're chasing out the Gab and looking for something to do. I just want to get involved because, like I said, this lane is too AFK for me, for my liking. They do have anti-heal. It's something you want to keep in mind whenever you're building like this. You need to make sure you check for anti-heal, because if they don't have anti-heal, or you see specific characters that have the anti-heal, you can try to avoid them, or you can dive the ones without it. But it's just Divine right now, and it's going to be an auto-attack Nem build, so it's going to be hard for her to build anti-heal unless she went like Renee and Bow or whatever, but that's probably not going to happen. Sunbeam Bow got buffed, and this auto-attack proc build is going to be, it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be like the freaking bubonic plague, so you got to watch out for it. It's very, very easy to kill objectives right now. For some reason, they lowered everybody's HP. Now, in your average gold level games and stuff, it's probably not going to be happening as much. But if you just are the ADC or you are the jungler who's building auto attack, you could just call that out in your gold games, and you're going to win a lot more games if you just walk over and one-shot an FG with this Sunbeam Bow Braggies build, or if you one-shot Gold Freeze in the early game as an ADC just by walking over to it after you clear a wave and one-shotting it. So it may not be happening that often in your games, but you can make it happen often in your games and win more games because of it. And it's just a fact that it's going to be happening if people know what they're doing. So at least for the time being, that's the state of the game. So you got to be watching out for those builds. And because more people are going to be doing that, maybe stuff like Spectral, maybe stuff like Nemean Lion will be a little bit better. Maybe we'll end up getting that this game. However, we are against 3 magical, so it's not as important. But they still do have 2 auto attackers that we'll have to worry about. I'm going to call missing. Clear this wave and reset. My team is cooking. We could probably back and go fire here. Next time, we're going to go Pridwin. I do need some magical defense, but Pridwin is just such a good item, and it'll give me some CDR as well. I'll get an Oni Hunters next. That's kind of what I've been going. It's this little mitigation build with Prophetic and Oni Hunters. We can kill this guy. He's going to use a shield here. Nice. Now I can use my root on him for free. I was able to get my 2 off. I was going to ult, but he just gets out of my ult. It's actually so hard to punish that guy with his rollout up nonstop. He's able to hit the Lifebinder. His rollout's back up, but I'm going to try and barrel stuff him so we can actually hit him. Hit my Sunder and my Pridwin. Nice, and he's dead. Had to use both of them for it, but we'll take it. We have 4 dead Nems coming up. We'll probably just clear this wave, look at the map, see what's up. Maybe the red's up, so we'll go over to that side of the map. I'm not going to kill those 2 minions. I'm going to go ahead and run to this red if it's up. Nice. I'll ward right there. Nem might be coming to us, but we have such a good matchup with the Nem. Notice, Nem is fully reliant on her slows. I'm just going to wait. Just wait. Nice. She's she's fully reliant on her slows. That's her only CC. And as a Nemesis, or as a Baron, we have slow immunity on her too, so I'm fine. I have no threat whatsoever. Actually, can help this Ymir get out as well. So it's actually a pretty good counter matchup in that way. Slow immunity is very, very strong. So we'll get an Oni Hunters next for all their magical damage. And if you feel like you can't be tanky in Smite 2, it is true. However, there is this build that I'm going that does make you feel pretty tanky. You might not be as threatening, that's for sure. But if you get a fully stacked Prophetic and get Oni Hunters with Pridwin shields and stuff, like, you are actually very hard to kill. I'm never getting that totem over him. That's the DPS from auto attack. He just popped his dagger behind me. He has no ult, so pop my Lifebinder here. I'm fine. I could probably reach him still. Yeah, this is a free kill because he has no beads. Man, I just soloed him. What was that damage? My ult did 500? This guy should be dead as well. Nice. Good job for Susano to come to that. They buff Baron, guys. They buff Baron again. I mean, we'll take it. Just in time for the Baron A to Z. Even though I did go for a couple gameplays before this. And we were cooking. We were cooking with pre-buff Baron. It was my teammates who cost me. I'm sorry. there's always things we could do better. Especially you guys out there. Everybody out there always blame your teammates. There's always something you could do better. You could carry harder. Focus on yourself. That's all you can control anyway. All right. Well, that was pretty good for us. I can actually get my blood soaked now if I want to. Or I could maybe get another, get my Onis first. I kind of want to go that blood soak since it's new. We'll try it out. I'll read out the stats to you since maybe some of you aren't aware of it. 60 int, 225 HP, and then the passive every time you hit an enemy. Whoa, wait, what did that say? Wait, they added something extra to it. I did not notice that. So you get 1 health and mana, 1% health mana back for every enemy that you hit, including minions. It's 2% if you hit a god with it. And then for every kill you have this game, you increase the heal by 0.1%. Whoa, so does that count for the items or for the kills I already have? Nice job. They stole it and killed him. They were probably just trying to AFK do the objective. Kind of what most people are doing. Dest is cooking on the Aladdin. We should probably just be grouping and doing fire at this point. The fact that we haven't done a fire giant with this new meta at 20 minutes in the game is very surprising. Just gonna poke this guy. We already do have our 20 prophetic stacks for magicals, so it's really not that big of a deal to hit this guy. Probably should just farm. That's crazy though. That's a fat heal. So what is it now? For every minion, it's 1.5%, and for every god, it's 3%. That's pretty wild. I have Sunder for this. We have a bomb. You have to be careful. I think Geb just backed, actually, so we don't have to be that careful for his Sunder. Just gonna hit this guy a little bit. Want to poke him out. Don't give him a free way to just walk into this FG. It's still pretty healthy, so we don't want to just sit there and let him AFK watch us. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my team here. They're cooking him. I don't even need to Sunder this. Yeah, good job by the team to zone him out. Give me here's gonna grab the dagger.
Nice one.
We are starting to snowball. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to go grab it. I didn't want to walk back there. I wanted to help him out. I was aware, Jiggy. Trust me. Nothing gets past me. Susano and Aladdin are just running at people. They also buffed Susano this patch just in time for his new skin. Which, by the way, his new skin is awesome. It's an anime style looking skin. It's pretty cool. We're against a Merlin as well. Just came out this patch. I feel like I'm probably unkillable. Because they only have Divine for anti-heal. And I have Shield of the Phoenix, Lifebinder, my Baron 2. I have Vamp Shroud upgraded. Could probably kill this guy. Nah, we can't. That's the beads. That's fine. I'll be fine. Nice heal. This Merlin Flicker might still be down, actually. I was able to weave it past him. Wait, no! That's too bad. I'm healing a lot, though. I'm making sure to hit them plus the minions, of course, because Blood Soak Shroud works like that. It works on the minions. I mean, I'm back to full HP, basically. I missed my root, sadly. Nice. I'm getting in there. No, he won't let me get in there. It's fine, though. I'll be chilling. I'll try and heal off this wave a bit. Hit my 2. Nice, that's big. I missed my Lifebinder, sadly, but the Pridwin is back up. I'm still pretty safe. Let's go ahead and back up here. We'll take that. Let's grab our Onis. I kind of want to show you guys. If I can get this Prophetic fully stacked as well, I can show you guys how tanky it can be with this build. Now, this last item, it could really be anything. We kind of, the world is our oyster. We could even go like a sphere here. It's kind of expensive, but they do have the 3 magicals, so. Maybe I go Eye of the Storm. Wait, let's try that. That sounds fun. Eye of the Storm is kind of a meme item, but I think it can be viable in healing builds because it does damage to yourself. In any build where you have like a lot of HP 5 or you're playing a character that's going to be healing a lot, such as I am right now, then Eye of the Storm gets more value because you can kind of just be healing the whole time and getting a ton of value out of Eye of the Storm just running at them. Although when I say ton of value, I mean like you can keep it on them. The actual value you're getting per tick of it is really not that great. Like it doesn't really do all that much, so. But it can be. It can work, so. Uh-oh. What happened to the lad? I want to try and find some physicals to hit for my Prophetic. Actually, almost got that. I can grab the bomb as well. I'll just throw that ward down. Fire's not up for a while, so we shouldn't be over there. We should definitely be around this gold. It is a slugfest. You love to see it. This is not the game where everyone was just PvEing like it has been lately. I mean, there's just no stopping him. There's no stopping Aladdin or Nem. I really want to hit Nem here. I just want some stacks. That's his ult. I'm fine. Dang, it looked like he took no damage there. Did he Aegis it? Wait, he just got Krakened. Why did it look like he took 0 damage? Keep hitting me, please. I need some prophetic stacks. Okay. Oh, that's just silly. Basically, I'm just unkillable. I'm sort of limit testing here. But if I just hit them, use my active items and everything, I'm never gonna die. And I know that because we're ahead for one, but also I just have a really tanky build. And I'm in a counter matchup, so this is something you can do when you get ahead as a tank for sure. But you just have to be aware of your matchups and who can kill you. Nem can't kill me, but maybe the Merlin can if they CC me and keep me down. Should probably just get this mid Phoenix again, or we should really just go fire technically. Should just get fire because we'll be able to easily get that Phoenix with the fire giant buff. We need 200 more gold for Eye of the Storm. So even though I do like the vamp in this and it'll give us a bunch of sustain, it's just much more easily countered by anti-heal and items that they can get in the game. So if I do want to go like a full tank build like this, I should probably go something that helps me farm a lot better, like Conduit or Sands of Time. In fact, that's part of the reason I think vamp is probably not that viable. Both those items still have more ints. Sands has 25, Conduit has 30, and then of course they have a passive that procs on minions to help you farm. And farming is just way too important, especially in a build where you're not building more int otherwise, like all my items don't have any int in them or even strength. Then you're gonna want your starter item to help you farm, you know. So, but come mid to late game, and if they don't have anti-heal, this will definitely be better than those other options. You'll just be that much harder to kill. I really need back for my Eye of the Storm. They can just do that if they want. That is entirely up to them. Sadly, I don't think I'll be able to get my prophetic fully stacked this game, so you guys won't be able to see the full value, but Macho, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back to the Fonzo family. I appreciate it. I am just going to run at this guy. See if I can hit my root on him before he gets over the wall. Can I reach him? Oh, if I ulted right away, I could have reached him. That would have been so funny, just to pull him against the wall. That was pretty troll by me, but I think my team's just going to end the game maybe before I even get to do anything, so I'm trying to have some fun. We had a decent amount of impact this game. Sadly, the games where the game is close and one I can actually have a meaningful impact, especially in the mid game, between all the games that are either one stomps one way or the other, those games are very few and far between. So it happens. That's just kind of the state of Soling right now, but no, still a decent game. I tried to show you guys everything you can do as Baron. Basically, you just want to be mastering that combo of just hitting your root. Your root's very important to hit. So as long as you can barrel stuff them, if you just walk up to them, barrel stuff them, auto 2, auto 1, auto, that's going to be a lot of damage. And then you can do that trick with your ult. I tried to show you guys a few times. I didn't really exactly explain it, but you don't want to suck them too fast. If you turn your camera, it's going to be a lot easier to do on mouse and keyboard, maybe a little bit harder on controller, but you turn your camera every once in a while so you keep pulling them in. You don't want to do this if you're buying them time to get away, but if you know that you're guaranteed basically going to hit them with your ult, it's very good to just turn your camera until you get towards the end of the ult. That's going to be a feels thing because there's a duration on Baron ult. You can't just pull forever. So you're gonna have to get the timing of that down, but it's a fun thing to go for, and it can help you get some extra kills, help extra CC people. But yeah, my team kind of cooked that game, and that's basically how you play Baron. And he got buffed today, so you should definitely be playing him if you want to. But yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about Baron, Samedi, and Smite 2, leave them down in the comment section below. That's basically it. We finally got a good Baron game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe and healthy as always. Peace out.